Yo, what's going on, y'all? So I have a revelation coming from Holy Spirit. This revelation is going to be like a personal testimony, and I'm going to receive revelation from the Word of God, and hopefully it just helps somebody else when I share my story and or my testimony, okay, with you guys. So about 2 weeks ago, I posted in my community tab that I heard someone chanting that they hate me over and over again while using my name. I heard this during prayer. And so a few days ago, I was in the presence of someone. I was around someone. And when I was around them, the energy was like off. It was weird. And I knew something was wrong, but I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I just kept rolling with the punches until I was finished with my conversation. And when I walked off, I heard in my spirit, "I hate you." I was like, what? I got in my car, pulled off, and still in the presence of this person, I almost had a car accident. And in that moment, I realized that it was that person who was praying against me and who was chanting against me, saying that they hate me. Now, this may have been some type of rejection spell to make people not like me, not want to be around me, to reject me. And this is maybe something that this is what this person was doing. And this is someone as well, and this is a man. This is also a man. And this is someone who I knew was made aware of that they were already doing, stuff like attraction spells, sex spells, love spells. I knew they were already doing stuff like that because I can tell when my emotions change and I don't have no business feeling that way about a person. So I can always tell when somebody's doing something. And I was like, okay, it might not be a good thing, but I'm used to men doing that to me. I'm used to them doing like attraction spells, sex spells, love spells. I'm used to that. So I'm like, okay, that ain't no big thing. It might be, it's not a good thing the way I look at it, but I take that as, it happens so much. I just be like, okay, you're somebody who wants time, attention, and possibly even sex. But with me being aware of that, I'm not going to give it to you. You know what I mean? Because I'm aware of what's going on. I'm not going to give it to you, but I still will associate with you, talk to you, and all these. Even though I feel these emotions and these feelings, I'm not going to act on them. You know what I mean? So that's where I was at with this person. I knew that's what they were doing, but I'm like, I'm not going to act on it because I know what's going on. But then when I was told to, stay away from this person, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do, I ain't going to do too much. I'm going to just keep it casual. But then when I got this revelation, and then the car accident almost happened, and then this person looking at me in my face and saying, "Are you okay?" before I walked off, and I heard, "I hate you" in my spirit. I'm like, dang, so this don't went to a whole nother level. This don't went to I want your time and attention to "I hate you," or I want everybody to hate you or to reject you. And possibly you can even die, or I want you to die. Like, if it's possible. I don't know. But this is how this person is feeling. So with that being said, I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and stay away from this person, because that's enough to make me stay away. Maybe the love spells and attraction spells and the sex spells, I was like, I can not act on that. You know what I mean? Like, I know what's going on. I cannot act on it. I'm not going. But the rejection, hate, trying to cause harm to me, for whatever reason, maybe because I'm not acting on that other stuff. I was like, and it's causing you to hate me. I was like, and you want others to hate me. I'm like, let me go ahead and stay away from this person. Like, you don't ever have to worry about seeing me again, or even keeping it casual. I just keep that thing moving, which is something I probably should have done at first when the Father was telling me to, instead of just keeping it casual. But I'm like, I ain't gonna act on nothing, you know what I'm saying? But the Father, you know, he always knows what zero tolerance is for a person, and that's my zero tolerance for me to I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done. You ain't got to worry about seeing me. If you do see me, you ain't got to worry about me seeing you. And if I do see you, you don't have to worry about me seeing you. If you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about it. Like, I ain't see you. Like, it's going to be straight like that. Like, I ain't see you on that type of time. Like, you ain't got to worry about it. But I was listening to this prophetess, and when she was speaking about how there was these gang of men who they liked each other, but they deal and associate with women, and they do this as some type of like organization. You know, it's something that they all know about it. They all know that they like each other. They all know that they deal with each other. Basically, they all know that they like boys, right? But they go out and they are intimate and deal with women in order to not look like that's what they like, and to be able to take from these women whatever it is that these women have to offer, whether it is a home, car, money, sex for energy, like whatever it is. They don't really care for these women. And with that being said, they abuse, use, and mistreat them because they really like boys, but they don't want to look like it, and they want to use these women for the benefits that they have, whatever benefits that they have: house, car, you know, money, sex to transfer energy, if they're good energy, carry good energy, whatever it is. But they really hate women, and that's why they abuse, misuse, and cheat and talk to them all kind of ways and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know, that made sense too as well. You know what I mean? That made sense as well. When it came to that person, you know what I mean, that I was trying to keep it casual with, as well as let me see. So let me get a revelation from that first. Father, lead me to where you need me to be, for I know it's through you that all things are possible, and it's in your mighty and glorious name that I pray. Amen. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. This is entitled The Fight for Jerusalem. On that day there shall be among them a great tumult, from the Lord. Every man shall seize the hand of his neighbor, and the hand of each shall be raised against that of his neighbor. Judah shall also fight against Jerusalem. The riches of all the surrounding nations shall be gathered together, gold, silver, and garments in abundance. Similar to this plague shall be the plague upon the horses, mules, camels, asses, and upon all the beasts that are in those camps. All who are left of all the nations that came against Jerusalem shall come up year after year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, to celebrate the feast of booths. If any of the families of the earth does not come up to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, no rain shall fall upon them. And if the family of Egypt does not come up or enter upon them, and if the family of Egypt does not come up or enter upon them, shall fall the plague which the Lord will inflict upon all the nations that do not come to celebrate the feast of the booths. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all the nations that do not come up to celebrate the feast of the booths. On that day there should be upon the bells of the horses, holy to the Lord. The pots in the house of the Lord shall be in libation, bows before the altar, and every pot in Jerusalem and in Judea shall be holy to the Lord of hosts, and all who come to sacrifice them shall take them and cook them. On that day there shall no longer be a merchant in the house of the Lord of hosts. Okay. So the Father is saying, of course, this is someone who you thought was your neighbor. Okay, it's like you took the hand of this person. This is someone who you thought that you would be able to get along with. But this is someone who fought against you. This is someone who they don't want you to receive the things that are surrounding you. They want to surround you with men. It's like they want to put you in a camp with men, because it says, similar to this plague shall be the plague upon the horses, mules, camels, asses, and upon all the beasts that are in those camps. And this is what they want you to receive instead of the riches of all the surrounding nations, which shall be gathered together, gold, silver, and garments in great abundance. Instead, they want you to be placed in a camp surrounded by mules, horses, camels, ass, and beasts. They want you to put you in a sex trade, like a place where you are having sex with a whole different bunch of men in a camp. It's like some kind of sex, like a camp, a sex camp or something. I don't even know. Like these men are an organization. They already know what they like to do, and it's like they want to make you a part of their organization. These men, whoever they are, they want to make you a part of it. These are men who like to have they like to be intimate with each other, and they want you to be intimate with them. This is someone who has come up against you year after year, trying to get you to celebrate, trying to get you to be a part of this thing. A booth is a small temporary tent or structure at a market, fair, or exhibit used for selling goods, providing information, or staging shows. An enclosure or compartment that allows privacy or seclusion, for example, when voting, broadcasting, or recording sound, or making a phone call. A temporary shelter for livestock. So this is what this person wants. This is what this person wants to celebrate. This person wants you to be like livestock in whatever it is that they have going on, and their selling of their goods, of their staging of their shows, of providing information or temporary tent, structure or market affair. This is someone who wants to, they want to sell you. They want to sell you. And they broadcasting, recording sound, making a phone call. They don't care how this could go. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that this same person said to me. This same person said to me, you would make a good call girl. That's what this very same person said to me. You would make a good call girl. And what came to mind, I was like, oh, you know me. Well, y'all don't know me, but it wasn't all coming together. But I'm, having this casual conversation. I'm like, I thought about that when I was younger. Because when I was in my 20s, I thought about being a phone sex operator. I was like, well, you ain't got to sleep with nobody. You ain't I was like, I could probably do that. When I was in like my 19, 20, 21, I was like, I could probably do that. Until I saw the movie Girl 6. To really tell her my age, but I already tell her. But anyway, but I saw the movie Girl 6. And then I saw that people can still find you and pull up on you and go crazy just because you're talking to them on the phone, telling them, being a fantasy on the phone, and you're not even touching them. They still can pull up, find you where you at, and go crazy. I was like, nah, that ain't for me. So that when that person was like, why you didn't ever do it? I was like, because, what did I say? I said, because. My answer was because it's wrong, or is because it's wrong. That's what I said. I said because it's wrong. But I also had saw that movie Girl 6, and I was like, yeah, people still crazy, so that's not safe. So that's the reason why I didn't even think to do that, because I had saw Girl 6 in my earlier years. But this is someone who they want to do any, I would not do that now, okay, just for the record. I stopped thinking about that after I saw Girl 6. In my early 20s I thought about it, and in my early 20s I stopped thinking about it, okay? So that was then, this is now. But however, this is somebody who wants to use you for selling goods, providing information, staging shows. Like, this is somebody who just feels like you good for whatever, like you good for selling whatever it is. You good for selling. You have goods that are good for selling. And this is somebody who has come after you time after time after time, trying to get you to be a part of whatever it is that they have going on. And it says, if any of these families of the earth does not come into the truth. And so this is someone who may also, if you don't come into agreement with what it is that they're trying to get you to do, they may also be trying to make it so that you don't have any income. So it's like they're trying to make it so that you don't have any income, so you'll see that as an option or a way. They have tried to inflict you with different types of plagues, and they have tried to cause you to lose money. So it's like they have sent you arrows, warfare, to try to get you to basically see things their way, make it seem like you don't have an option. This is a good option, consider this. And this is this person's way of punishing you for telling them no, that you won't be a part of their organization or whatever it is that they have going on, that you don't want to be sold. This is this person's way of punishing you. by inflicting you with spiritual warfare. But you are someone, on that day there should be bells. Upon that day there shall be upon the bells of horses holy to the Lord. The pots in the house of the Lord shall be as a libation, vows before the Lord. Every pot in Jerusalem and Judah shall be holy to the Lord of hosts, and shall come to sacrifice and take them and cook them. On that day there shall no longer be any merchant in the house of the Lord of hosts. So the Father is saying, you are not somebody who's going to do that. Instead of doing what they want you to do, you're going to blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. And you know what they call people who blow the whistle in Hollywood? Snitch. Oh well, it is what it is. So the Father said, instead of doing what they want you to do, even though they have been trying to inflict you with the spiritual warfare, instead of doing what they want you to do, instead you're gonna blow the whistle. Instead you're gonna snitch. Instead you're gonna talk about it. Instead you're gonna, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, okay, why not? If this is, and I didn't even know hood guys knew anything about witchcraft and the spiritual realm. Yeah, they participate. Talking about, I didn't know. Child, been dealing with it all my life. What you mean you ain't know? What you mean you ain't know? Da, da, da. Round and round, round and round. That's their song. I get around. Did she tell you about your sister and your cousin? Thought I wasn't. What you mean you ain't know? But the Father says, when you do this, and all who come to sacrifice shall take them and cook them. The Father says, when you do this, you're gonna cook. Let her cook. Okay, you know, this is like putting them in a burning pot. Okay? And on that day there shall no longer be a merchant in the house of the Lord of hosts. So the Father says, on this day that I talk about, you know, they'll know that that's not going to happen with me. That's not going to take place with me. Oh, she really not going to do it. It took me to talk about it here to let you know that I'm really not gonna do it. And you know, maybe it's because I was keeping it casual, knowing what this person was doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I was keeping it casual, keeping it cool, acting like it ain't a problem. Hey, how you doing? But feeding into the look, but not acting on anything. And maybe why this could have caused this person to hate me. You know what I'm saying? Or to make them feel like they could get me to do what I wanted them to do. Whole time, bro. Then again, maybe she will. That's what they thought. Maybe she will. Shawty ain't doing none of that. I am surprisingly and happily ready to disappoint you. You know how people like, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I am happy to disappoint you when I say, on that day there will no longer be any merchant in the house of the Lord of hosts. On today they will know that that's not going to be possible. That's not going to be an option. It doesn't matter how much spiritual warfare you face. It doesn't matter how much they try to take from you. It don't matter what they try to inflict you with. It don't matter who they try to get to reject you and hate you and turn away from you. None of that matters. You still not gonna give them none, and you still not gonna give whoever they want you to give something to. You still not gonna become a part of their organization. You still not gonna become a prostitute or a whore or a hooker for them. You still not gonna sell yourselves to them. Like, even if it's just them they want you to sell yourselves to, and no. And you definitely not gonna participate in them and another guy who they want you to have, they want you to have intimacy with them and another man, and then maybe they want to pay you for that, or they want you to be intimate with them, and it's all because they want your energy, they want your essence. It ain't really, probably ain't got nothing to do with you. These men, they want each other, but they want you because you are good, you are valuable. And we know that's what the enemy do in Hollywood. They have gay sex and they try to bring all these other people in and do all this other kind of crazy nonsense. And they want you to be a part of that. They want to drag your energy into their sin. Your good energy, your sweet smelling self. They want to drag you into it. Because you just so nice, you so sweet, and you so nonchalant, and you act like it's a problem, and you act like you don't know what they doing and what they got going on. So they think they can trick you and bamboozle you and hoodwink you and lead you astray to being in the bed with him and another man, or them and another man. Mate, we'll pay you. No, you won't. Like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, but... The fight for Jerusalem is what this is entitled. Somebody is fighting for you. That you are a peaceful person. You have good energy. And Jerusalem represents a whole lot of things. Jerusalem name does not just have one meaning. Jerusalem name does not just have one meaning. So it's not just one reason why this person or why this man or why this woman wants you or wants your energy the way they do. There's more than one reason. There's a number of reasons. But one of the reasons is because you represent flow. Okay, you represent flow. And what is flow? This may be the main reason. Of a liquid or gas or electricity. So you can represent all these things. Move along out steadily and continuously in a current or a stream. Go from one place to another in a steadily stream, typically in large numbers. The action or effect of moving along in a steady or continuous stream, a steady or continuous stream of something. So you are something that is consistently like moving and flowing. Like you are consistent. And you will bring consistency to whatever it is that they're trying to do. Like whatever it is that they're trying to do, you will bring a consistent flow to that issue or that thing. And what they really want is the money flow. Okay? That you would bring, that they would consistently get with you being around, is the movement of the money flow that would be consistent. And for some, I see even electronically getting money from you. So I don't know what that means. Electronically getting money from you, wire, sitting to chat with friends. So I don't know. I feel like this is some kind of like OnlyFans or something like that. Something that moves in a consistent stream. They may want you to get involved in, like, get you an OnlyFans or something. Like, this is somebody who gonna try to get you to get involved in selling yourself in some type of way. They might tell you, like, oh, you don't have to have contact or sex with nobody, da-da-da. Like I said, when I was 21, I was like, the phone call thing. Oh, they can't touch you. But when I found out them people still get upset, they still find a way to call you and contact you, and this is somebody who's going to make it seem like, oh, you don't at first, what the Holy Spirit said, at first, because they're still going to want you to be intimate. They're going to try to make it seem like, oh, you don't have to be intimate with somebody. You can do it this way. You can do it that way. But this person this is like pimp status, pimp move, somebody trying to pimp you out and ease you into it. Like, oh, you don't have no money, let me show you how to get some money. You can do it this way, you don't have to do that, you can do it, and you don't have to even take off your clothes, you can just do this, that, and the third. Somebody might just ask you to send a picture, somebody just might want to see your face, somebody might just want to see your feet. You don't even necessarily got to do nothing, you could just do this or this. Sometimes they just want you to model for them. I mean, they are really gonna try to like this is somebody that'll try to like really sell you into it, like to try to pull you into, you know what I mean, psychologically playing mind games. But that's the message, that's the revelation. So this is somebody who wants to the revelation that the Father is giving me through my own testimony is there is somebody that is around you that is trying to get you involved in some type of sex trade industry, whether this is with them and another person which is of the same sex, or they're trying to get you to engage in other people with sex, or they're trying to get you to do OnlyFans, or they're trying to get you to phone sex. Like they're trying to get you to give yourself in exchange for money so that they can create some type of consistent flow because of who you are. Like you have something good, you have something that's valuable, and they see that and they recognize and they like, I can make money off of you. And this is how somebody feel, like I can make good, consistent, flowing money off of you. And they're trying to figure out by which means can they pull you in and make this money. By no means necessary. By no means necessary can you pull me in and make no money. You see what I'm saying? Like, what? I will be broke, busted, and disgusted before I allow you to do that, okay? Broke, busted, and disgusted, all right? That's the message, y'all. Even though the Lord wouldn't allow it. The Lord wouldn't allow me to be broke, busted, and disgusted because I wouldn't sell you no butt and your friends. And so just know the Lord won't allow for you to be broke, busted, and disgusted because you refuse to sell yourself to the enemy, okay? Peace.